What is up, guys? I guess we're back, sorta. Can we say we're back? I think we can say we're back. But it's been a while.
We're tentatively back.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. We're tentatively back. But anyways,
Well, we're not tentatively back. We plan on doing this from now on, right?
yeah.
Sure, but like, don't give us flack if like some shit goes down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even in school yet, so...
It's a good way to cover
And me and
ass.
Lee are in college.
And I'm in high school.
That's true. We are.
Okay, we're back. Just with a we'll whisper tentatively on the side.
With an asterisk.
I like
Exactly.
it. I like it. But anyways, so should we go into why we why we haven't done a show yet over summer season?
Well, I mean, shouldn't we like do our our name thing? You know, the thing where we say our names.
This is a mess.
I feel like we should say our names.
Well,
Am I wrong?
for those of you who don't remember, I'm Tyler. Hello. Next
I'm
up we
David.
have David. And then whoever wants to go after.
Hi. I'm the bored-sounding one. My name is Lee.
Alright, two more.
I'm Aaron.
Brady.
There you go. See, that wasn't too
Yeah.
hard.
It's only been 2 months. We figured this out. We figured it out. I think.
You figured it?
Figured it?
Okay, so this episode is going to be pretty much devoted to catching up and explaining ourselves, because we have a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah.
What he said.
Yeah. So
First
first explanation thing that we have to get over is why we didn't exactly have our show over the summer months. And that's because we're lazy. Not really.
The only one who has an excuse here is me, so I'm not going to say anything.
No, Lee has an excuse. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Lee went to the summer camp. That's
And
why.
also his internet.
Oh yeah, his internet shit itself. So
Yep,
that's
I
what I'm
remember
saying.
that.
But
For a while.
yeah, my internet. I basically didn't have internet for a month, or any decent amount of internet. But the week before
okay,
I
so it's
started
not just
school,
because of Lee.
we got it all sorted out, and then the week before we started school, I went and I wired. I ran a hard wire from my router in my dad's office down through the basement, up through the garage into the garage attic, and back down over to my room. So I'm hardwired in.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
lot of
should be
work,
good to go.
holy shit.
It took 3 days. So
How long
It
of a
was a
wire
pain
do
in the
you
ass.
have? Jesus.
What?
How long of a wire
It
do
was-
you have? Jesus.
well, we had a 100-foot wire going across the house, and then we had 50 feet and then 50 feet, I think, or 20 feet and 20 feet. I don't remember. There's a lot of wire.
Okay.
Damn, Lee.
But I'm hardwired now, so I shouldn't have bad internet connection.
Thank God.
Also, I am wired directly into my new university, and my connection is going to be like so much more stable.
That's right, you are at a new university.
Yep.
Yeah. Tyler, weren't you on like a cruise ship for some part of the summer?
Yeah, so my end of it was like I'm trying to think of the time frames. I can't remember exactly, but basically it was when you went to Korea, right? It was like that
Mhm.
week exactly after, and I was in Florida for 2 weeks. 1 week for Disney World and 1 week for a cruise, so that was fun. 10 out of 10. Would recommend cruises, but that was my end of the spectrum.
So yeah, Lee had horrible internet and a job, not much time or access. Aaron has, well, we've already gone over, but I guess we can recap why you didn't have access to anime or the show,
I was in a foreign country, so
I was in a foreign
and
country.
why.
we'll talk about why I was vacationing and I was studying, but we'll talk about that at the very end.
And
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
with all that,
So yeah, with 2 people down, there was little reason to actually get into any sort of real meat of the show, and so hence no show.
yep, it was like we had 2 people down, and then I had gotten back 2 weeks later, and then 2 people were still down. It was just kind of like, do we really want to try to do this, or should we just like cut our losses and leave it at what it is at the moment? So
I feel kind of bad because as soon as I got to Korea, someone messaged me, or not messaged me, someone mentioned me, on a Reddit comment saying that, oh, Dere will be back in like a week. And I said, yeah, we'll probably be doing stuff. And then it just didn't happen, so I felt like a liar.
damn, feels bad, man.
So, to you, a Reddit person.
Aaron, you're a bad person.
Yeah, I'm a liar.
apologize.
I'm a very bad person.
Why, Aaron? Why you do this?
Well, I was counting on you guys to actually do stuff. I didn't know that Lee just like went off the grid, and I didn't know that
That was not my fault.
Tyler's. I know, it's not your fault, but like Tyler was on a cruise, David was doing David stuff, Brady was like, I don't know what Brady was doing, but
I mean, I had
Brady.
school, but like I was pretty much free. It was just the fact that like I've always been the one that doesn't feel comfortable when we're missing even like one person. So missing
Yeah.
2 people, it's like I just don't feel up for it.
yeah, so that's why Dere X Dere was not a thing over the summer. We apologize.
Like David said, what is it? Missing people, it sucks, and like we want to give the best that we can when we actually do sit down and decide to do this shit. So
Yeah, the podcast is the most fun when there are a lot of people, so yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
So now that we've covered why we haven't been around, we're going to talk about what shows we are watching this season. So Lee, do you want to start this one off?
Yeah, I'll start with my shit taste. So this season, I've been not watching much airing shows, honestly.
That's okay. We could talk about non-airing as well.
So the airing shows, cover those that I'm watching. I'm caught up with Gate, and I'm caught up with Himoto, and I'm caught up with God Eater. I'm enjoying all 3 of those. And then I'm a few episodes behind on Charlotte, and I'm going to be watching Gakko Garashi. Non-airing shows that I've watched since we last talked. I've finished Madoka Magica, finally.
took him long enough.
Finally, Christly.
And I've watched and finished up the first season of Love Live. And let's see, what else did I watch? I watched the first season of Working, which is really good. We're going through the second season. Watched Darker Than Black, the first season of that. That was really good as well.
Yep. Nice.
I'm working my way through Non Biori.
Yep. Favorite show, or at least one of them.
Second season of Working. And I'm gonna start the Kara no Kyokai movies.
Oh
But
shit.
yeah, that covers just about everything I've been watching the past few weeks.
Okay.
Anyone else ready to go?
How about you,
'Cause-
Tyler?
No. I need some time.
Oh,
Gotta
you need
like
some-
think
What do
about
you
what
need
I
some
did.
time?
Don't you have your anime list open?
I do, but it's a mess. So
Nice.
Okay, well I can just go ahead and talk then.
All right, talk away.
All for time. So while I was in Korea, you would think that I would have a lot of time to watch anime, but in reality I didn't. So the shows that I did watch while in Korea were Gangsta. I think I watched one episode of Gate, and I also watched Dirty Jokes. And as for non-airing shows, I've been keeping, well, technically Detective Conan is an airing show, but I've been keeping up with Detective Conan as best as I can, and I also it's weird because in Korea, like all the good anime airs late at night, so sometimes I'd be able to catch, stuff like Gakugarashi that aired like right out of Japan. I started watching the show called Summer Color Miracles, and I managed to catch 6 episodes of it, so I watched like all 6 of those, and I had a fun time. But other than that, I just haven't been watching anime whatsoever. Like, it's just mainly been Detective Conan.
Knocking out all
And that's
800, 900 some odd episodes. I actually don't know
We're
how many
getting close to
episodes in there.
800.
Is it? Okay.
Mhm.
I just know it's like
Well, so you
super
had a lot
long.
of time to watch that, at least.
Yeah.
Why?
I
Why
just
do you
didn't
devote
want
like all your time to that?
Well, because I'd already like started. It had already become like a part of my day. Like, get up, do like whatever I had to do in the morning, and then around lunchtime I would start watching Detective
You're gonna be
Conan.
so lost when you catch up, and it's just like, oh shit, what do I do with my day now? I have all this extra time.
No, trust me. I want to get back into the airing anime. I caught up on Gangsta like 2 days ago, and it just blew my mind. I'm really excited. to,
Summer was
start
really
watching
good.
anime regularly again.
Unfortunately, yeah, summer was really
Okay.
good.
I guess I'll get into what I am watching.
You're good.
Okay, so I am watching Akagami no Shirayuki Hime. That's a great show. I'm watching Charlotte. Got way better the second half. Getting way better at least. Gakugarashi, mind-blowing show. Gangsta, I agree with Aaron. There's a few shows I'm gonna probably drop, like God Eater. I'm also watching Nananbi Repeat. It's a sequel to one of my favorite shows of all time. And Shokugeki no Soma, of course. Those are the airing shows I'm watching. I've also watched a few over the break. I watched Zetsuin no Tempest, I believe, and I started Romeo x Juliet. I started Daily Lives of High School Boys.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean it's a mixed bag, but for the most part I was enjoying it. I only saw a couple episodes. And I also started Area, the animation, which I think is like a famous slice of life that I just never heard about until recently. It's pretty relaxing, and I love slice of life, so there's that. So that's, for the most part, what I started, and I've been enjoying most of all of it, except what I'm going to drop, like God Eater, and I also dropped Monster Musume. For one, I have a roommate.
Highly
So-
pleased.
Yeah, I can't really watch that, and also I didn't love it. Too much tits, honestly. It's coming from a guy. It's a little odd, but too many. There was too many tits.
I just remember I didn't talk about what I'm going to drop or put on hold. I've decided to put everything on my list on either my dropped list or my on hold list. I'm only going to be following Charlotte, Detective Conan, Gakugarashi, Gangsta, Gate, and Dirty Jokes from now on. Everything else is going to be put on the on hold or dropped list.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Like a lot of things on my list are just like have been stagnant there for months, but
I mean,
I-
Kekai says
Hey,
it's
hey,
still not-
yo, dude, come on, you took my joke.
drop that shit. Drop it. You dropped that shit at episode 6.
Dude, I have 11 episodes invested in this. When episode 12 comes out, it's gonna get a nice little fat 2, maybe.
I mean, I've already got it on the 4. With a note that says a ton of wasted potential, but
All right. Well, okay. Yeah, Monster Musume. Don't watch it, or watch it if you really like giant tits.
also don't watch Chaos Dragon. It sucks. I'm
Whoa.
dropping that definitely.
How many episodes did you get into before you dropped it?
I mean, there's a bunch of others I started, but I mean, like I started, Saji, Tasogare, Otome, Amnesia, a few others, but like it's just a bunch that I started and haven't continued yet. So anyone else want to go?
Tyler, it's time to step up.
Alright, I'm at the batter plate, let's go. So, well, Aaron took my punchline. I was gonna say Kekai Sensen first, but like, you know, he just needed to do it. I'm really upset actually. But other than that, watching Bikini Warriors because it's like 3 minutes each episode. Why not? They're funny. Chaos Dragon just because I don't feel like dropping it, and it's like mildly entertaining even though it's really bad. Charlotte, really fucking good. I'm still watching Denpa Kyoshi or whatever.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, man. Like, a lot of these things are just like life questions I need answered. I don't know. But watching Fairy Tail, still caught up on that. Gakko Gurashi, obviously. Gangsta. Watching Himoto. Actually I Am is pretty decent. Kekai Sensen, obviously. I actually have this, what is it? Kyusen? That one stupid, what is it? It's like, the art is like the guys with the big swords or whatever, and like the 3 girls or whatever. And I was like, oh dude, that looks pretty decent. Nope, just standard cliche fuckfest of AIDS. And that's just been seen there at episode 1. So I should probably put that on dropped. Watching Monster Musume. Watching Okusama, Ori Monogatari still, Overlord, Roka, and Food Wars. Still. But those are just leftovers.
You're continuing with Ori Monogatari?
Yeah. It's actually, it's like, what is it?
I dropped it. It was too cutesy for me.
It was too cutesy for you? Oh man, that's what I love about it. It's like, it's a feels good show. Like,
I couldn't. Girl
it just
was
makes
too
me
perfect.
feel, it makes me feel good.
I couldn't. Like, it like was set up to be like one of my like favorite shows, and I'm just like, fuck, this is too sweet. Like, I'm getting diabetes. Fuck it. There's just no.
That's actually what I felt when I watched Non Biari for the first time.
Well, that's because you're a plebe. So
No,
there you
fuck
go.
off, dude. You have the best taste in this podcast.
What was that?
I literally have the best taste in the podcast.
Right. Yeah, the fucking binging Conan. Okay.
No. Everybody knows
Conan's fantastic.
I have the best taste here.
Yeah,
that life. Right. Okay. No. Also, I forgot to mention I watched Basilisk. Pretty sure that was really popular at one point. And I really want to start Himoto.
Himo is really entertaining.
Himoto's really good.
It's really entertaining.
I heard everyone's saying it's great. I heard when I first was like trying to figure out what was good, people said it was and now I'm hearing it's great. So I guess I'll get to it if I have time.
David, I've seen 3 episodes of it, and the main, like, I get pissed when I watch it because the main girl, like, is so goddamn lazy. Like, I identify with the brother.
Oh, so do I. It's
I have
great.
a brother. My brother is like the Himoto, so I just get pissed when I watch it.
Oh, see, I find it amusing because I relate to both characters.
I
Because
just get mad, so.
I think
I
it's
mean-
funny and entertaining.
I mean, I got really pissed off while watching what is it? Oreimoto, right? The Orimoto, or no, Orimo. There we go. Orimo. Yeah. I got pissed off watching Kirino, and that I mean, she was a really frustrating character. So I can't imagine that Himoto's any more frustrating than Kirino.
yeah, see, Himoto is just great. Kirino is just an annoying Sunday.
Bitch. The correct word is bitch.
Annoyance.
You know, I can't argue against that.
I mean, sure, you can call her a tsundere, but she's also a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so. What was I
Brady.
talking about? Oh, Brady. Well, Brady said he has to leave soon, so.
I
Oh, I
haven't
didn't
been
know.
watching anything except for sex jokes, oddly enough. I have been catching up on the Amerikanski animation.
Okay.
What's sex
Any
jokes?
Shimoneta.
Yeah, Shiba Meta.
Ah.
Okay. Cool. Well.
Okay, now to
any-
talk about what the plan is for this podcast, just from now on. Lee and I have been talking about what we're gonna do, and what we decided that we like is we're gonna do it bi-weekly from now on. So, like every 2 weeks, an episode will come out, but we're not rolling out any like in between episodes. Like, there's no guarantee that we'll put out content every week. We're gonna try as hard as we can to put out stuff every 2 weeks, but sometimes we'll get together and do something for you guys. During like the off week. That's what we decided.
We just don't want to say
Yes.
that we're going to commit to every single week and then not be able to put it out. And we'll feel bad that we don't
Yeah, I mean, at some
get the time.
point, at some points, we're having trouble like with 2 weeks. In the past, so we want to like try to get at least 2 weeks down, and if we can fit anything else in, so be it. And that would be like more the discussion type episodes.
Yeah.
And bi-weekly would be the episode discussion, as opposed to the pure like anime general discussion.
hmm And also, like, because we're all in school, it's just gonna be like really hard to do stuff every week. And like David said, I mean, even if we say we're gonna do 2 weeks, you never know with like finals and midterms and all that. So it might end up being kind of erratic, but we're just giving ourselves, a buffer just in case like shit goes down.
Exactly. But
So that's the general plan, I feel.
with all that out of the way, how was your guys' summer? It's been a while. Who wants to go? Who wants to a story
I'll
time?
go.
Lee's the story leader.
This mine's boring, I guess. I worked at a summer camp. I taught children how to shoot guns. It was
America,
entertaining.
fuck yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I was the air rifle instructor, so I taught kids how to shoot BB guns. That was a lot of fun, actually. And I also drove a bus for them, which was really interesting. Buses are large, and back roads are small, and it makes for some very, very close calls. But yeah, didn't have a lot of time to watch anime, so all of the anime that I said earlier that I watched has been watched in the past 2 to 3 weeks. So I've been, yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I kind of had anime withdrawal at the end of it.
Don't we all get that though? That's the
So-
real question.
So what are you up to now?
What am I up to now?
Yeah.
I'm going to my local community college and getting my ass kicked already by school. So yeah,
The best.
it's great.
Well, that's not a good sign.
It's what happens when you're an engineering major.
Oh my god, my brother's an engineering major, and he's like, David, I think I'm gonna drop it after like looking at his schedule. In his
One of my
first week.
roommates is an electrical engineering major.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to his suffering.
Your tears fuel me.
Your tears are delicious.
I feel bad for my brother. He's like really like worried. Like first 2 weeks have been hell for him. Anyway, who wants to go next?
How about you,
What?
David?
Yeah, you're good for it.
Oh, me? Okay. This summer I had to finish up getting my associates, so I could then I would transfer to it from community college to university. So I finished up a few classes. Like I did a computer programming class to fill a math requirement. I bullshitted the entire class. Then I had to fulfill my physical education, so I took bowling the next month. Yeah, that was fun. Totally. Yeah, for a month. It was great. Towards the last 2 weeks though, like I sprained my arm or something. I pulled something. I just couldn't play, so that was depressing. Meanwhile, I was watching a bunch of anime, and video gaming, a few. It was pretty enjoyable. Like I already mentioned a bunch of shows I watched. I got a few down that I've been meaning to watch for a while because my fucking giant plan to watch list. I was like, you know what? Let's just get some of this done. And after that, I fell in love with a new game, Dirty Bomb. So I've been playing that a lot and watching anime, etc. And you know, I think that was I think that was for the most part my summer. Now I'm in a new university from community college. Like I said, it's pretty fucking scary. Community college is like really easy compared to this shit. I'm already hell is already happening for the first 2 weeks. Like I got delayed textbooks, so I'm dealing with like being 300 pages in behind already in certain classes, and it's really
Holy
stressful.
shit.
Yeah, really stressful. But I'm dealing with it when I'm watching anime. Still making time for sort of. I'm kind of behind in a few shows, but I'm trying my best. And I also took up learning Japanese. Ultimate weeb status achieved.
Weeb.
Weeboo.
No, but I really enjoy the language, of course. Sure, I would never have chosen it. Really, what spurred it was because I need a foreign language requirement, and I'm like, fuck it, anime. I mean, I watch not anime, fuck Japanese.
Weeb.
Yeah, because I watch tons of anime. I read manga. I listen to Japanese music. I enjoy Japanese media. It's the most relevant foreign language to me right now. So why not? I enjoy how it sounds, and so I have been just studying it so hard, 5 hours a day the past 2 weeks. So yeah, that's been great, and I think that about rounds off my summer and current happenings.
All right, Tyler.
Alright. Obviously summer I went on a trip. It was really fun actually. The first week or whatever, like I said, I was in Disney World, and then we had a bunch of our family there, so I think there was 22 of us or something. So we're just walking around as a giant family, and we had a bunch of dinner reservations, and we walk in and everyone would just be like, "Oh," so that was fun. And
all the servers are just like, God damn it,
dude, we get the reservations to the good places. I don't know if anyone here has been to Disney World at all, and or if any the viewers have or whatever.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
what is it?
Yeah, I've been there.
There's
Dude,
this
you're talking
one.
about Disney World.
Yeah, Disney World's the best.
What do you mean?
Everyone's been to Disney World.
I don't know. Some people I know
But for the
haven't.
most part, I'm sorry for any viewers who haven't been there, but for the most part, many people have gone.
Yeah. But no, the food is top notch every time. And then after that week or whatever, going to the parks and chilling and everything, we get on the cruise ship, and it's just every night fucking $50 steak on my plate for 5 nights in a row. Oh, I was in heaven. It was the greatest thing ever. Cruise was fun. What is it? We went to Disney has their own private island in the Bahamas, so they call it Castaway Cay. So we were on Castaway Cay for the first night, and then the second night we went to Nassau, and Nassau was fun because I got to drink for the first time. That was entertaining. What is it? We also almost had to leave someone there because it was time to leave or whatever, and the family was on an excursion, and the excursion was running really late, so we were sitting in dock what it was, I think it was 35 minutes overtime or something. They finally showed up. They had said on the announcements, "Oh, we're leaving in 15 minutes. If they aren't here by then, we're going." So it was everyone was out on their balcony, the big ship has these giant balconies for each stateroom or whatever on the outside of the ship, and everyone was on the dock was cheering at them because they got there in time, and they were yeah. I don't know, it was pretty entertaining. Other than that, We came back. I ruined my sleeping schedule. It was like going to bed at like 7 a.m. and waking up at like 9 p.m. It was terrible. Never want to do that again. And now I'm in school. Senior year swag.
You're a
Woohoo.
senior, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have fun.
This is currently your senior year?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Are you looking forward to next year?
Next year, not really, no. Cause like I gotta figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with my life. Cause like they ask those questions and it's just like
Listen, look, I am in my 3rd year and I'm in university. I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do still. So, and I've been told that like a lot of people don't. Some people just choose because they're like, I have to choose something. So you're good. You don't even need to know what you have to do. Don't choose anything hastily, okay?
Yeah. I don't plan on
Life
like
advice.
figuring out my entire life my senior year. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Like, what is it? They're not requiring us, but they're like recommending us to take like the ACT or the SAT or whatever, standard prep stuff.
I'm sorry, but like apparently 2 of our speakers here are playing video games. Lee apparently is playing Smite, and Tyler's playing Hearthstone.
Yo.
These comments being Lee and Tyler suck.
Yo. I just won. Actually, no, I lost like 3 games at the past time we've been in this call. Feels bad, man.
This is why you don't podcast in the game.
Oh, and then Lee gets off.
I was just getting my daily logging reward. God. I'm not gonna play a game that requires me to think that much while we're recording.
Uh-huh.
More life advice: if you're recording, don't play games that require a lot of thinking.
While
Anyway,
recording.
I guess.
But anyways, last one's
that-
up is wait, what were you saying?
I was just asking if you were done.
Oh yeah, I'm done. Like, yeah, just life
Okay.
advice.
Finally.
I'm sorry. Yo, you're just jealous that I was on a week-long cruise and you weren't.
Yes.
See, I know you were. You didn't even have to tell me you were. I just knew.
So, Aaron.
Are you guys excited for this one?
I am. I'm actually
excited.
genuinely curious.
Just feel free to like ask questions or whatever at any point.
Okay.
So, my summer started off pretty like with a bang, I guess. I immediately moved from Ohio to California in preparation of college financial aid stuff. I attended orientation at my school, but that's not even a big deal compared to what I did next. Like I said, I went to Korea. I spent a good month and a half there, which is the longest I've ever stayed. So my parents and I went. We stayed at our grandparents' house. They live in Gangnam and Pyeongchon, which are 2 different it's kind of hard to describe. They're called dongs, or not dongs, dongs. They're called dongs, which is pretty much like divisions within the city of Seoul. Like my whole family pretty much lives in Seoul. So I stayed with them for a good 3 weeks. Not a whole lot happened when I was there. All I did was I went to an island off the coast of South Korea off the southern side called Jeju-do. And while I was there, like Jeju-do is the closest I've ever gotten to Japan. If you got on a plane or a boat from Jeju-do, you could probably be in Japan in like 3 hours from by boat or something. It's not that far away. So yeah, Jeju-do was a lot of fun. It's a lot different. It's very different from mainland Korea. For one, it has palm trees and it's a lot hotter.
What'd you do on the island? Like, was there anything special?
What I do?
Yeah.
I mean, I went to the beach, but it was kind of lame because number one, there were a ton of people there. Jeju-do is a very, very famous and popular tourist attraction.
All right.
there were like a ton of like Chinese, Japanese, Korean people there. I went there with my cousins, or not cousins, just cousin, and his family, which was cool because it's been a while since I've seen them. He's also a big anime fan because he owns like a lot of light novels as well. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see like the huge, big attractions on Jeju-do. I went ATVing there, which was a lot of fun. I went to a Buddhist temple. I didn't go inside, but I took pictures of it from the outside.
Why weren't you allowed inside? Or did you just not care to go?
Well, I just didn't want to go inside because I was tired.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was like some like special reason as to no foreigners or whatever allowed. Yeah.
No. No foreigners. What?
I don't know.
So I was only on Jeju-do for like 3 days. I really wish I could have stayed longer because there are a bunch of like really cool things to see nature-wise. Yeah. So after I got back, I had like a week left. Just didn't really do anything besides watch anime and like walk around with my brother. And this is where things get really exciting. August 6th, August 3rd, I moved into the Yonsei Muak dorms. And if you don't know what Yonsei University is, it's, number one, it's where my dad went to school when he was in college. It's located in Sinchon. It's mostly the campus is like near an area where a lot of young people hang around. They like drink and like eat food and just in general socialize.
Gross.
Yonsei is like one of the big three. What?
I said gross, socialize. Okay.
Yonsei is like one of the big three schools in Korea. It can be compared to something like, University of Tokyo, University of Kyoto, and stuff like that in Japan. So I studied Korean language there for a little over 3 weeks, and you have to take a level test for it. And I was like, all right, I'll take the level test. It's probably going to be, a little too difficult for me because I didn't think my Korean was all that great. I do speak it with my mom, my dad, my grandparents, my cousins, stuff like that. I took the test. The last question was an essay on animal experimentation, and I was like, nope. I just left it blank. I turned in the test. Yeah, I was just like, the test was 13 pages long.
Oh my god. Animal experimentation. Just nope the fuck out of it.
Yeah, and you have to write it in Korean, so...
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
So
No.
testing your ability on Korean here. Have a politically turbulent question.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I'm ready for mammoths, man. Russia's working on those things. You hear in the news or whatever? They're trying to, Russia is trying to mix, like, mammoth and, like, an elephant. To, like, bring back a mammoth. I didn't, like, read it all entirely. I just, like, saw the heading or whatever. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I can take a mammoth. But, keep going.
It was a 13-page test. I got to page 11, and I was starting to feel really fatigued. I was just like, I'm not really into this test. So I looked at the last question, and I was like, I have to write an essay. I don't want to. So I turned it in blank. The next day, actually, I should probably talk about the dorm a little bit more. My roommate, okay, by the way, just saying, this program is a lot more popular than I thought it would be. My mom made me sign up. Before I went in, I was like, they're only going to be like, 50 people. They're all going to be like Korean American. They're probably going to be really boring. I was actually completely wrong because most of the people there were actually Japanese or Chinese. So I met a lot of Japanese, just foreign people in general. My roommate was from Italy. And funnily enough, his grandparents were Japanese and Korean, but he didn't look Asian whatsoever. He looked like an Italian guy. So I met a bunch of people like from France, from Germany, from Russia, from China, Japan, also other people from America. So I took the test. The next day I go in and I got fucking level 8 out of 8. I got the highest level possible, and I just remember thinking, well, I'm fucked. I'm dead. I can't graduate from level 8. There's no way. So classes started that day. They went on for like 3 weeks.
So
David,
one
you
second,
said
one second.
I had like
Wait, what'd you say?
what?
You said David what?
Oh yeah, but Tyler was like asking a question or something.
Oh no, I was gonna ask. So you got level 8 even though you left the entire essay blank.
Yeah, I did not expect that. I thought I would get like level 3 or 4, but apparently I am pretty good. Anyways, David, you said that like I had to write a political essay. That's like all the curriculum is in level 8. It's like all political stuff.
Oh, that was Lee.
Oh, sorry, Lee. Yes, he said that. Yeah, it's all political stuff. It's like gender roles and like family, like foreign
This is a
relations.
placement test?
What?
Was this a placement test?
What do you mean?
Like, was it determining like what sort of class you will be studying?
Yeah. It would. Well, it determines what like how good at Korean you are. So, it's essentially a proficiency test. So they just gave it to me. You write like, oh,
But
what
like,
is
does it
this?
affect anything else besides simply telling you you're this good at Korean?
Well, it puts you into class. Like they take the scores.
Okay, yeah,
and
that's
they-
what I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
so it's like your placement.
So
whatever.
yeah, I got placed in level 8 with 11 other people. 3/4 of them were female. There were only 4 guys. Wait, hold on. 2/3 of them were not male. Yeah, so the 4 guys in the class, 8 girls. It was a fun time. The curriculum is like all political stuff, like gender roles, foreign relations between North and South, technology stuff. It was a wild time. Classes went on for 4 hours a day, from 9 to 1.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not really that bad, but I got really tired sometimes because I would get back to the dorm at like midnight, and I'd have to wake up at like 7. The dorms there suck. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty bad. I would not recommend the dorms. But after class, we would usually go out and like get lunch. We didn't have much homework. I had to do a presentation, though. Like level 8 curriculum and like what's expected is obviously pretty high. So you have to write a speech and you have to make a presentation. You have to take a test, blah blah blah, a final test, blah blah blah. While I was there, I drank heavily for the first time, because like a lot of the people in my class were actually a lot older than me. I'm 18. There was one other girl there that was 18. Everyone else was like at least 20 or above. And all the girls, like most of the girls, were actually taking Korea-related majors. So there'd be like Korean majors, Korean society majors, blah 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 blah. And all the guys, we didn't do Korean stuff. We were economics, biochem, medical engineering or whatever, and neuroscience. So we were like, fuck. And all the girls, they did really well. One girl in my class got a perfect on one of the sections for the final, which was ridiculous. In terms of sightseeing, I didn't really see a whole lot while I was at the place, or at Yonsei. I just didn't have a whole lot of time because I would have to like do homework and shit and just be really tired and go out and eat dinner and lunch and all that. I met a lot of cool people. What's really weird is that while I was there, North Korea threatened to attack South Korea at 5:00 p.m. I remember sitting in the library thinking, well, it's going to happen, isn't it? It's finally going to happen, and I'm going to die. I mean, they were getting really serious about it. They're like, all right, 5 o'clock, we're gonna fucking attack. Fuck you. And I was like, God damn it.
Oh my god. It's like, oh, out of all the threats they made, this one that they get super specific, I happen to be in Korea.
Yeah, really. Like, it was the first one that they'd ever set like a time that they would attack. And my grandparents got like super paranoid, and I was like, nah, it's not that big of a deal, whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna die. It's no big deal.
Yeah. It happens every other Tuesday, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so why exactly like what compels you to take the program, and like what exactly was it? Like what did you get out of it? Why were you doing it?
Well, the main reason I took it was because my mom told me to.
Nice.
She signed
Thanks, Mom.
me. I honestly didn't want. What?
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, my mom literally just signed me up, and she told me to do it, so I was like, whatever. What I get out of it? I got.
Want to?
Yeah, I didn't actually want to.
Okay.
I look back at myself and I think, wow, you're pretty dumb, dude. What I got out of it, I learned a lot of like Korean grammar that I didn't know. That's like I learned some vocabulary, but it's all kind of difficult to remember.
Like
The
what was
grammar.
For?
What?
Like what was the program for exactly? Like is it learning Korean?
Yeah, it's for learning Korean.
Oh, that's what it was for.
Yeah,
But like, I thought you said you already knew Korean.
yeah, I do. It's just that I'm not like native speaker level.
Okay, so your mom just wanted you to learn more.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Okay. So just like for cultural reasons, or
Yeah, pretty much. My
Okay.
my grandparents, they all believe that if you can't speak Korean and you're Korean American, you're not actually Korean. So there's that.
nice. So I guess once I learned how to speak Japanese, that just makes me Japanese American.
Well, it doesn't work that way. It's only one way. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I learned a bunch of Korean grammar. That's like the main thing that I got out of it.
Okay.
I also got a diploma, so that was nice. I did graduate,
How was the food?
so that was. The food there sucks, man.
Are you kidding?
Oh my god.
Holy shit, I'm actually really sorry for you.
The dorm food, okay, it doesn't suck, but it's like extremely mediocre to the point that you don't really want to eat it. My mom's
Okay,
cooking is like a million times better.
In my dorm's not bad. Like in my university, and like the food here is pretty decent, pretty good actually. Some of it. It's sort of like you kind of wonder if like they lace all the food with laxatives, because like everyone constantly goes to the bathroom and start like I'm always going to the bathroom and it's just like what the fuck do they do to this food? And like you see posts on like Facebook or something like oh I'm paying so much money to go to class and shit. I just shit a lot. Like what the fuck? So
Yeah, the
sucks to
food
hear.
there, you have to like buy tickets. So like instead of like fucking spending 2,500 won, actually no, it's 3,500 won every time to eat. I just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna go out with friends and eat a bunch of food in the area around the school called Shincheon. And we also went to another place called Hongdae, which is like another region around Shincheon. It's one subway station away. And there's like a ton of places to eat there. So the school's food was mediocre, bordering on bad. But overall, I think I had a pleasant dining experience, only because I had a lot of access to like good restaurants.
Okay, cool.
And as for
It was boring.
so I got back like 2 weeks ago. I'm so happy to be back in the States, man.
How's your sleeping schedule been holding up? Cause like it's an hour. I don't even know what the hour difference is, but it's something.
I was
right?
16 hours ahead.
Yeah.
When I got back, it was absolute hell. I couldn't function pretty much for like a good 10 days. Now I'm all right. I'm pretty much adjusted now. But now what I'm doing is just getting ready to go to college. I'm just like super late compared to everyone else because my school works on the quarter system, so they're waiting a long time to start, and it really sucks.
Got it. Cool. Very cool.
Cooler than my summer.
Oh, my summer was hot.
Your summer
Oh,
was
really?
hot?
Your summer was hot? Your summer was hot?
Yeah.
How was your summer, bro? Let's hear it.
Yo, it's been hellish here. Like in my school. My school's supposed to be like a cold school. Like I go to Binghamton University, if anyone cares to know. And it gets really cold supposedly, but like for the first few weeks have been hellishly hot and humid.
Oh,
So
like what temperature?
Yeah.
Like what like 90s?
Temperature? What temperature? I have no idea. I haven't checked. Like probably 90s maybe, but it's just been really humid for the most part. So like,
Because in my area, it's sucked hardcore for the past few weeks.
oh, it could have been worse.
Where you
It's
at, Lee,
just
now?
like that. I coming from like an air conditioned room, like at my house, and there's no air conditioning in my dorm. So
Oh,
yeah,
really? It was
yeah.
me.
I'm in like one of the older dorms. So it's nice. It's well for the most part. It's minimal, and it doesn't have like a ceiling light, and it doesn't have an air conditioner. So I just have to buy a fan and have that blowing on me.
I
and,
actually,
like,
speaking of dorms, my older sister, she got into Towson over the summer, and she's been up there for the past like 2 or 3 weeks at the moment. And she's on site campus dorms or whatever, and she's in one of the dorm buildings that does not have AC in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those
Yep.
dorms suck
Yeah, it's
at 1,000.
it's not a big deal at mine because it's gonna supposedly get really cold, and you just won't care about air conditioning because it gets cold real quick.
Hmm.
But I mean, other than that, and plus, like, I only have one fan, so I'm afraid that like it's gonna create like tension between me and my roommate because like it's like I only have one fan that I bought, and like he gets hot just as well. So it's like, and it's not like a moving fan. So it's like, and our bed's like opposite sides of the room. So how the fuck does that work? How can we have one fan? Getting both of us. What?
Just tell him to buy his own.
Well, I mean, it's a little hard to do that at this point when your parents are gone and you don't have a car. But like, so I just try to situate it in the middle. Like I just hit it situated in the middle between us, and I kind of like, because I bought it, I think I had the right to kind of point it a little towards me, like a little bit. And so like that's why I said, like I usually wait till he's asleep. I usually wait till he's asleep before I set it up like that because he falls asleep before me. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like we've been getting along. Like I like my roommate. But yeah, that's and the beds are so hellishly uncomfortable. But I got like a mattress pad, memory foam type deal, so it's like now it feels great.
Well, I don't know how things are at UCLA, but like apparently it gets super hot during fall quarter. So I bought a little clip-on fan for my dorm. Like none of my other roommates are getting fans, and I was like, what is wrong with you guys? It's 88 here in Beverly Hills right now. That's actually really not that hot, and it keeps getting like
Today?
lower.
It's pouring its ass off here in Larentown.
My dorm today has been good, like specifically today. Go on.
Well, yeah. So thank God I don't like live in Satan's asshole or anything like that. Like Korea sometimes felt like that. Like you would walk outside and you would just start sweating. Like you can't avoid it. It's so humid there, and it's like it's 85 in Korea. Like they use Celsius, but like it's 85. The humidity is like 80%, sometimes even 100, and it's like it feels like it's 100. And
Yeah, like right now. Right now, I have 65 degrees, but the humidity is 91.
Yeah, it's
So-
crazy.
So like it's 65, but like you could still feel the humidity, and also like the previous days, it's probably been near the 80s or higher with fucking the same humidity. and it's been not fun.
That sounds
And
like it
I had to
sucks.
walk around.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've been going through.
Yeah.
I'm just like, when is it going to become brisk? Apparently, it's supposed to come so cold that you wish that you could keep the heat. But that's
Do
why I
you know
went here.
how
It's one of the
cold it
reasons
is?
I went here. I like the cold.
Do you know how cold it gets?
I know it doesn't get like absolutely the coldest, but I know it gets pretty cold. I don't know how cold though. I mean, I can get back to you on that. What?
Does it go below 0?
I don't know. All I know is it gets really brisk. That's what I've heard, and you're gonna want a heavy winter jacket.
Because where I used to live, it would go down to -41 with wind chill, and it was just like a bad time.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Was that like Fahrenheit or Celsius or something?
Yeah, Fahrenheit.
Oh,
It was
boy.
bad. And I had to walk around the college campus because I was taking classes there, and it was the worst thing I've ever experienced.
I don't know whose mic that is. Thank you, Higgs.
Was that?
Yeah, your mic was
What?
going super in.
Yeah, I just realized. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Oh well, it's all good. But does that wrap everything's up? Anyone else have anything more to say?
No,
I'm good.
Nope. Not that I can think of. If you're still here.
Okay. 1 second. It gets to like 16 degrees.
That's it.
No, yeah, not below. But I mean, I don't know. People said it gets really bad in terms of like how cold it gets.
Well, if
And
you
you're in
walk
New
around the
York.
campus, then it feels a lot
Yeah.
worse than it actually is.
That's weird. Ohio is lower than New York, and it gets colder. Well, we are next to Lake
You're-
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was like you guys like in the middle area, right? Next to the lakes,
Yeah.
whatever.
So yeah, okay. That's the average low in January.
All
All
right.
right,
well,
so that sums up this catch-up podcast. Do you guys know if we're gonna do a podcast next week or not? Like, are we starting the 2-week thing starting from now, or?
yeah, starting
Um,
from now. So,
Yeah, because Lee needs to catch up, and so do you.
Mhm.
so guaranteed episode 2 weeks from now. If we do an episode next week.
Is it really?
Surprise!
Are you sure? Are you sure you're gonna catch up in 2 weeks?
Yes.
Dude.
I
Okay.
will stop watching working.
Alright. So, if he's not caught up, what's his repercussion?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
You know, I'm not even gonna ask. I'm worried now.
What the fuck?
I want to know. Let me know.
Let's move on. We'll figure out his punishment.
Next time.
Yeah.
But
How about that? That's what it is. We get to decide on air, and that's what it's gonna be. Is
Comment what Lee's punishment should be.
If I don't catch up, I will catch up though, so there won't be a punishment. It'll be a good time.
What if he doesn't?
You've claimed that you'd catch up before.
That is true. I guess I don't have the track record to say these things, do I?
Nope. Not whatsoever. Like completely. You do not like at all.
Well, that was a strong denial.
Yep.
Well then, if you're still here, thank you for listening.